1. Why you need to track your time. Before you fix it, before you optimize your time, you have to know where it's going. Most people believe they're productive but are shocked when they track their time. Hours leak away in small habits, checking email, scrolling social media, attending meetings without outcomes. That's why time tracking is so powerful. It reveals the truth. It's like a spending tracker for your time. You can't fix what you don't measure. Tracking helps you identify your time leaks and shows how much you actually dedicate to deep work, rest, and distractions. It's not about judging yourself, it's about building awareness. Once you see your patterns clearly, you can begin to make smarter, more intentional choices. Whether you're a freelancer, student, parent, or entrepreneur, time tracking gives you data, and data gives you control. Even just 1 week of tracking can reveal game-changing insights. Think of it as a time audit that helps you realign your actions with your values. Want more focus, freedom, and productivity? Start by looking at where your time is really going. Clarity is the first step to taking your power back. 2. How to start tracking your time. Without getting overwhelmed, time tracking doesn't need to be complicated. The goal is clarity, not perfection. Start with a simple method. Choose a tool like a notebook, spreadsheet, or app and begin logging your time in 30 to 60-minute blocks. Don't worry about categorizing everything right away. Just write down what you're doing: email, work project, lunch, YouTube, etc. The goal is to observe, not judge. If you're worried about forgetting, set a timer to remind you to log every hour. Some people prefer digital apps like Toggle, Rescue Time, or Clockify, which automate the process or make logging easier. If you like paper, try creating columns for time, activity, and notes. At the end of the day, review your log and highlight patterns. You'll start noticing how often you context switch, waste time, or lose focus. The key is consistency. Track for at least 3 to 5 days, ideally during a normal week. You don't need to do this forever, just long enough to gain insights. Once you see where your time goes, you'll naturally begin to use it more wisely. Simple tracking leads to powerful awareness, and from awareness comes real change. 3. Spotting time drains. What's stealing your focus? After a few days of tracking your time, you'll start noticing something important. Not all tasks are equal, and not all distractions are obvious. Time drains are sneaky. They show up in small decisions that add up: a quick social media scroll that turns into 45 minutes, or bouncing between emails and tasks without finishing anything. One of the biggest culprits is context switching, jumping between unrelated tasks. It kills focus and stretches tasks that should take 30 minutes into hours. Another drain is fake productivity, endlessly tweaking your to-do list, reorganizing your apps, or replying to low-value emails. By reviewing your time logs, you can highlight these subtle leaks. Ask, where am I losing the most time with the least return? Once you identify them, create simple guardrails. For example, batch similar tasks, turn off notifications, or use time blocks for deep work. Remember, time drains often hide in the familiar. The moment you spot them, you gain power over them. Awareness is the first filter. Action is the next. Eliminate or reduce these drains, and you'll free up hours each week, without adding a single extra task to your day. 4. From tracking to transformation. Reclaiming your hours. Time tracking isn't just a diagnostic tool, it's a launchpad for transformation. Once you've collected a few days of data and identified your time drains, the next step is to reclaim your hours. Start by redesigning your ideal day based on your energy, priorities, and goals. When do you feel most focused? Schedule your most important tasks during that window. When are you most likely to waste time? Block distractions or insert intentional breaks. Use the insights from your tracking log to build better habits, set boundaries, create focused work blocks, and build in recovery time. The beauty of this system is that it's personalized, it's based on your patterns, not a generic productivity hack. Over time, you'll notice more clarity, more flow, and less friction. You'll also build greater self-trust. Instead of wondering where the day went, you'll end it knowing you directed it with purpose. You don't need to overhaul your life, just reallocate your time toward what actually matters. That's how transformation begins. When you manage your time, you manage your results. And when you manage your results, you change your life. 5. Build the habit. Make time awareness a lifestyle. The final step is turning time awareness into a sustainable habit. Time tracking isn't something you do once and forget. It's a skill you return to when you need a reset. Build in a weekly or monthly time audit where you log and review your activities. Even one day of tracking can help you recalibrate. You can also create habits that reinforce time mindfulness. Set a daily intention, use a timer for deep work, and schedule review time each evening. Some people even pair time tracking with journaling, noting how they felt during certain tasks. This adds an emotional layer to your insights. Are you spending time on what energizes or drains you? The goal isn't to track obsessively, it's to develop awareness and alignment. Make it easy by keeping your system simple. A sticky note, calendar app, or quick check-in at lunch can go a long way. Over time, this habit strengthens your ability to focus, prioritize, and say no to distractions. You stop being a passive passenger in your schedule and start steering with intention. In the end, time awareness isn't just about productivity, it's about living deliberately.